I just finished my 100th hot yoga class at Motor Yoga Windsor, and I thought I'd take this opportunity to share the valuable lessons I've learned throughout this process that I wish I learned so much sooner. Now, when I walked through their doors 5 months ago feeling intimidated and not really knowing what the heck I was getting myself into, never in my wildest dreams would I ever have imagined how hooked I would become on yoga, or how great my body would be feeling right now, or how my strength would have improved in such a variety of ways, and the positive impact it would have on my weight training sessions. Now, 2 weeks ago, they offered a special core yoga class where they take yoga poses, they put them to a routine to music. They said margaritas were going to be involved. So I signed up for the class. I thought it'd be a step outside of my comfort zone, challenge my body in a different way, and just sounded like a great night out. Now we got there, the instructor showed us the routine, and we thought there's no freaking way we're gonna learn this in a single class. But you break it down into chunks there, you learn a little bit at a time. Next thing you know, within the hour, you're doing the routine. Now, when we watched that video back, really made me realize how far I've come along in my practice during these 100 sessions here. Now, I'm gonna play that video here as I talk about why I joined this yoga studio to begin with. And it all had to do with improving my mobility and my flexibility. It's all about living my life to the fullest. I wanna feel my best for life. I've been experiencing some tightness in the psoas muscle on the right side. My hips are tight, my lower back is tight. That has definitely improved dramatically during these 100 sessions here, but really became an eye-opening experience in regards to muscle weaknesses and imbalances that I never realized I had, and how weak I was, some muscles were in certain positions. For example, like I could do like a dumbbell shoulder press, 70 pounds, 12 repetitions, like nothing, but trying to do a half wheel or like the headstands here, forget it. Like in the beginning, there's just impossible. And then just with practice here and strengthening your muscles in different ways and just learning to control your body, it's amazing what you can achieve here. Just see myself going through, like considering like how off balance I was. Probably the biggest weakness that it exposed was my inner thighs. I really found that the big, and that's also the biggest reason why my hips are always so tight, is that when we do a single leg pose, I really, in order to balance, had to shift my weight outwards. My hips go out to the side. All my weight is on the outer aspect of the foot. So the hips are like really tight and engaged. The inner thighs are basically turned off. There's no pressure on the inner aspect of my foot there. So really through that practice, learning to squeeze the inner thighs, like engage the inner thighs, rotate both inner thighs inwards, that really had a dramatic improvement. And again, working with your balance and trying to shift that weight, evenly distribute the weight across your foot there, but taking what I'm learning in that practice and then carrying it over into the weight room. So really noticing whenever I was doing like a Romanian deadlift, I'm like, holy smokes, all my weight is outwards on the outer aspect of my feet. So again, hips involved there, the inner thighs turned off. Doing a leg press, I'm like, wow, all my pressure is on the outer aspects of my feet. Inner thighs aren't engaged all that much. It's all on the outer aspect. Even when I'm walking, I was paying attention, like, I'm walking, all the pressure's on the outer aspect of my feet. I wasn't evenly distributing the weight across my feet there, and the inner thighs are just never engaged for me. So learning to strengthen the inner thighs, so doing some adduction there, using some different machines there, whether it is like the adduction machine, there's like a hip machine where you can upwards and you're squeezing it inwards as well, and also exposing weaknesses in regards to my hip flexors. So I always thought my hip flexors were tight. No, hip flexors were weak. So really, again, using one of those hip machines where I'm driving upwards. I started with the psoas march using a mini band, then the gym I found had a hip raise machine. So really strengthening the hip flexors. It's amazing how you can develop your muscles. You can build up strength when you're doing squats, hack squats, leg presses, and all that. But some of the other muscles just don't work. Like the hip flexors doesn't get worked as much with those exercises, especially if you're not doing it, I guess, the way it should be done, like with a weight distributed properly with your feet there. So it really became an eye-opening experience, exposing these weaknesses, exposing these imbalances, and giving me something to work on, not only in the yoga practice, but also in the weight room as well. So again, my whole goal is to live my life to the fullest, to feel my best, to perform my best in all aspects of life. So not only am I becoming more mobile and more flexible now, but I'm getting stronger in ways that I never would have dreamed of. Again, like holding these headstands and half wheels. So my next goal is like to do handstands. I can get it up temporarily, but apparently I want to be able to do this routine with handstands instead of the headstand and these poses. So it's awesome. I've learned how to do the crow, different poses, and develop strength in different ways has been absolutely freaking awesome. The other thing has been just that mind-body connection, the body awareness. As you saw like during there, just transferring from pose to pose, gliding your foot. So I was down in like the warrior pose, and then coming up into the eagle pose and raising, like dragging my foot along the ground and then raising it up and crossing it over, crossing your arm, having your arms behind your back, like trying to do all that stuff, like impossible 5 months ago for me, but just seeing how I'm able to flow my body, just that body awareness, moving it through space has been absolutely awesome. And again, that carries over into the weight room. When you have body awareness that you develop in yoga, you can carry that mind muscle connection over into the weight room. And even like in yoga, it's all about being present in the moment. And again, we get into class, I like to be there 10-15 minutes early, do some light stretching to prepare myself for the class. And then the last few minutes, it's just lying on your back on the mat, focusing on your breath and just becoming present in that moment, just surrendering to that moment, blocking anything out from the day, not thinking about stuff that I have to get done later on, just being there in that moment to make the absolute most out of it. And it's not just about moving my body, it's about the experience. It's about being there, being present and focusing on my breath and my body moving through. So, and the connection, just the connection to everyone else in the room. We're transferring our energy between each other. Bless you, Chief. Transfer our energy to back and forth to each other throughout the class. And that's, again, really, I think that's another thing. There's camaraderie in the gym. There's camaraderie in the yoga studio as well. Just a great group of people. But I really find, again, like midway through the yoga class, again, we're on our back, focusing on our breath, calming our breath down because we're working hard throughout the yoga class. Again, grounding in the moment there. And then at the end of the class, we finish with that. So again, surrendering to that moment, focusing on my breath. And again, that has carried over to all aspects of my life. It just has brought about a sense of calm within me that I'm carrying over through everything in the day. It's so easy for me to let go of things and really let water off a duck's back kind of thing. Like I just feel this overwhelming sense of calm because I take that time throughout the day. I carry over that same practice from yoga throughout the day. If I feel worked up or whatever, take that breath, focus on the breath, look within, focus within, and let it all kind of melt away there. So many positive benefits that have carried over from this yoga session. I can't believe what I have learned just in these first 100 sessions here. How much more I have improved with my mobility, my flexibility, my strength. I can't wait to see what I'm going to be able to achieve during these next 100 classes here. Like I said, again, I'm hooked. In 5 months, 100 classes, like I'm averaging about 20 classes a month here. It would be more if it wasn't for taking some time off to get some tattoos and getting sick the one time there and a few other little things, little travel things in the holidays. It'd be more. It'd probably would have reached 100 classes a month ago there. But I am just hooked on this journey here, and just realizing again, like there's times where I'll do a yoga class right before a weight training session because I get to that weight training session feeling loose. There's times that I'll do a yoga class at night because it helps me calm down, just melt in those stretches, let go of everything that's gone throughout the day, and get ready to relax into a great night's sleep. So I highly encourage you, I tried yoga a few times in the past. It wasn't for me. I just preferred to have cold iron in my hands. But I just was ready at this point. Like I said, I knew I wanted to improve my mobility and flexibility. Just more receptive to yoga at this point in my life. So it may not be for you right now, but I encourage you not to give up. I've got Chief is rolling around on his back down here, just having a blast, having a barrel of fun. What a nut. So we're going to wind down the video with that. But again, I encourage you to not give up on it, to try it again in the future. It comes down to timing. It was just the right timing for me to get involved in yoga. So it may not be the right time for you right now, but again, give it a try down the road there because the benefits are absolutely tremendous. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please do me a favor and smash that thumbs up button. I'd really appreciate it. If you want to see more videos like this, be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that alert button so you're notified each time I upload a video. If you know a fellow bro who would benefit from watching a video like this, please do me a favor and share it with them. And more than anything, I'd love to hear from you down in the comment section below. Share your thoughts, share your insights, share your feedback. Let me know if you incorporate yoga into your lifestyle, if you're thinking of trying it, if you've tried it, just not right for you. Would love to hear your experience as well. And before you go, don't forget to download your free guide, Lose Fat, Get Jacked. Have yourself an amazing day. Catch you next video.